Hold on a minute. You're telling me I paid 200 grand for this car and the pedals are the same as a Golf GTI? I paid 200 grand for this car and the throttle bodies are from a Volvo. No way. People, welcome to another episode of Tej Talks Being Better. Now, I've been thinking a lot about this lately because I spoke about it at a recent event with Steve Hamilton. Thanks for having me in the wonderful architectural wonder city that is Milton Keynes. And I've just been thinking about brand. I've just released my branding course as well. And I'm going to make a statement. Everything we buy, everything we invest in, things we eat, things we drink, are all driven by brand. Now, we think they're driven by quality, which they are. They're driven by how it tastes, which they are. By the feeling it gives you when you have it, yes. But I think we really don't realize how much is actually driven by brand. How much is actually driven by what we think of this object, or what it makes us feel when we think of it or look at it, or how it makes us look to other people, i.e. wearing brands. As much as, yes, quality is important. Look, I have my favorite pasta. Is it a certain brand? Sure. Is the branding nicer than the normal packaging? Yeah. But actually, pasta is better. Or at least I think it's better. If it was packaged the same and did a taste test, genuinely, I don't know what the result would be, right? So everything that we buy is influenced by brand. Why am I using a Canon camera? Why have I got an Apple Mac? Why have I got a Google Pixel? Now look, they are the best at what they do within this price range. Okay, so there is also quality, but quality is part of their brand. They are renowned for this. How many times does a PC break down, or you have some issues and you're like, how do I solve this with a Mac? It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. Or it's on a forum and it's solved straight, And so quality, service, delivery is part of the brand, right? And we forget that. We think it's just, their social media, their pictures, their images, the colors, the style, the font. No. Brand is everything. It's, how you deliver is key to your brand. That's why some brands look good, feel good, they say good, but they're trash, right? Now, everything we buy is a brand. Therefore, brands take away our money. Brands detract from our profit in life because we spend money on them. At the same time, our brand and our business brand is going to add to your bottom line. So your bottom line, your net profit in life from your businesses, from whatever you're doing, from your job, whatever it is added to and taken away from by brand. If you go to Waitrose, I just came back from Waitrose. What the bought some cheese. It's so expensive. It's good cheese, but it's a bit expensive. That is a brand. It wasn't even their brand, it was Galbani. But that is a brand that you're paying more for. That will take away from your bottom line and add to their bottom line. Your Tesco's, you're saving from your bottom line, right? You're still adding to theirs, fine. You're saving from yours. You pick certain brands, you're saving your bottom line. You build a brand, you make videos like this, you get on YouTube, you put in the hard work and the hustle for years and years and years. You're adding to your bottom line. So why don't we value brand more? We definitely do more than we did 3-4 years ago when I was delivering, public speaking presentations and people were just not interested. So we have, increased our value of it. But everything we do is brand. And you might say, I'm not into designer, I'm not into brands. You are into brands. They just happen to be cheaper ones. If you go to Primark over Ralph Lauren, it's still a brand. Yeah, you don't want designer, fine, that's a separate conversation, but you are still going for a brand. And is it because they're cheap? Okay, sure. Let's say that's the reason you go for them. That's that. You've gone for that brand because they're cheap. Someone else will go for Ralph Lauren because they're expensive. Someone else will go for Lacoste because they like alligators, or I like a crocodile, whichever, I think it's a croc. Right? People will wear a certain brand of clothing. People will buy a certain brand of computer. They'll want a certain brand of pen. Their bank will be with a certain brand. I love Monzo, not just because I think it's far superior, because I love their brand and their company and their ethos, and that is their brand. So if we're driven by brand in everything we do, why don't we emphasize it more? Why don't we put more into it, right? Why? Someone leave a comment, send me a message. Why? Branding should be a part of your business, just like sales, just like marketing, just like doing the accounts, just like recruiting staff. Absolutely should be a part. And now I'm doing M&A and I'm trying to buy businesses. I see 99% of businesses have no idea. And I just know if I buy this, straight away, I'm increasing turnover, net profit, because through branding. And it will happen like that. Look at the biggest podcast in the world right now. I'm pretty sure, well, if it's not Diary of a CEO by Stephen Bartlett, it probably should be. Look at the brand. Look at his brand. Look at the brand of the companies that he has and that he looks at. This makes a difference, right? Everyone has a brand, whether you know it or not, and they're so important. And by the way, the pedal from the Golf GTI, it's the Lamborghini Huracan. So you spend, what, 200 grand when it's new, maybe 180, something like that when it's new. It's an Audi R8, we know that anyway, right? It's just more expensive and it maybe not even as good. The pedals are from a Golf GTI. Look at them. Yeah, so you've paid 180 grand. Are you kidding me? You're giving me the pedals from I want handcrafted Italian pedals. Guess what? No one. Is that going to stop anyone buying it? No, it's not. Like, engineering wise and, physically, it's not worth the money. It's an Audi R8 engine, everything, right? Apart from the looks, and the looks are stunning. I can't argue with that. Absolutely beautiful machines, but it is not worth that. What takes it from the 120 grand of an R8 to the 180 grand of a Huracan is the Raging Bull. It's Lamborghini. That's the only reason, right? It's the brand. It's the pure Italian German thoroughbred. It's how gorgeous they are. It's how it makes people feel. It's the perception from it. You could have a more expensive Ferrari, right? Yeah, 250 grand, bit more than that, I think, but 488, right? You put them both on the street. I promise you the Lambo gets more attention. People think you're richer with a Lambo, with your Golf GTI pedals. Brand and perception. Lamborghini will always sell cars because of this, even if they're the same as the Audi, right? Even if they're a carbon copy, but worse, as they have been historically with the Gallardo, which had the interior from an Audi A3. People bought it. I'd potentially buy a Gallardo as well. Lamborghini for me are like the pinnacle of good branding. It's unfortunate because I don't think they actually carry through it necessarily with elements of the product. So it's not the perfect brand, but it's a great example in showing you the brand can do a lot, right? Because people and they always will buy it, right? So just think of that example, right? Oh yeah, the Lamborghini Murcielago, beast. The indicators on the side are from a Ford Fiesta. They just turn them upside down. And the throttle bodies are from a Volvo. Yeah. So, and that's 140, 50 grand right now, collector's car. No one gives a shit because of the brand. Now you think about that. You want to sell normal pens? Brand on it. No, you want to sell a high-end t-shirt. Okay, well, what is the brand? What is the lifestyle? What is the feeling you're creating around that? That is what matters, people. So listen, stop pissing around, right? Build your brand, whether it's personal or business. Go check out my branding course and use it. Like, implement these things. I promise you, your bottom line will go up. There is no way with a brand you're going to do worse. Or the good brand, you're going to do even better. So people, make sure you hit subscribe, hit like. If you're listening to me on Spotify and you can't see my face, leave a review. You don't have to write anything. You literally click on the stars and you hit 5 or whatever you want, preferably 5, and that's it. You're done. Yeah, if you're on Apple Podcasts, do your thing, people. See you soon.